Hi, this is Alli Bartkowski from Quilled Creations, and in this quick video I just want to show you how to use our most commonly used quilling tools. The first tool I'm going to demonstrate to use is the slotted tool. As you can see up close, it has a slot that goes halfway down the tip of this tool. The slot is used to hold the end of the paper. See how it grabs onto that? So that you can start rolling the paper just by rotating the tool round and round. And then once the entire strip is rolled around the tip of the tool, use your finger to push it off and set it on a table surface and let it uncoil. Now, using the needle tool, it's a little bit different. It's trickier. What makes it tricky is that your fingers are doing all of the rolling. And this tool is not moving at all. It's not being rotated around. So what you have to do is first prepare your strip of paper by scratching the end. Then lay the needle tool on top of the paper and use your thumb and finger to curl it around the needle. You see how it's curling? And then as I move my finger and thumb in opposite directions, it's rolling up the paper. Now here you want to use even fingertip pressure. You never want to stop somewhere in the roll. When you're rolling a strip of paper, you want to go from start to finish, then slide it off and put it on a table to let it uncoil. The purpose of the circle template board is to help you create uniform sized coils. Also a nice ruler up at the top, so that way I can measure my strips of paper. And whenever you measure your quilling strips, I wouldn't be too concerned about making it exact. You can measure and tear your strips, give or take about a ½ inch. It shouldn't make any difference. So the way I use the circle template board is I first roll my strip of paper, and the size hole that I use usually depends on the length of the strip. So since this was an 8-inch strip, I'm going to put it in a size 3 hole because I know a size 3 hole, even a size 4 will be perfectly fine, but a size 3 is going to be about the right size for this when it uncoils. So smaller lengths, for instance, a 4-inch strip would fit into a size 6 hole. A 6-inch strip would fit into a size 5. You can use a longer length and still fit it in the hole, and it just may look a little tighter or more coils on the outer edge. The next step is to glue the end of the coil so that way it will hold that size 3 shape. Get some glue and a post-it note of a glue puddle, a little bit of glue on your needle tool. And that's another use for the needle tool. It's not only used for rolling a strip of paper, but you can use it for gluing. Now to take the coil out of the circle template board, I usually run my finger across the top to catch the edge of the coil. And when I'm doing this, I'm also looking to see where the end of the paper is. So there's the end, because this is where we're going to brush and spread the glue under the end of the strip of paper. See if you can focus on that. There you go. Then use your needle tool to help press the end down so it's secure. Now to pinch a teardrop shape, I'm looking for where the end of the paper is. Oh, so there's the end right there. That's where I'm going to pinch my point. So take the center and pull it off to the side, and then pinch your point right where the seam is, or the end of the paper. So that's your teardrop, and if you want to curve the point, just use your fingernail, or even a tool to help curve that point.